Hi there folks. Now, unless you've been sleeping under a rock for the last few years, you wouldn't have helped but notice the explosive growth of the crypto market. Now, of course, everyone's heard of Bitcoin, but the industry is so much bigger than just Bitcoin, and it is expanding rapidly. There seems to be new coins being released on a daily basis. The new blockchain technology is also taking off, and many of the decent brokers now are offering cryptos on their trading platform. I'm a skeptic, right? When all this started many years ago, I'm along with Jamie Dimon and George Soros. I'm too old for Bitcoin and all that nonsense. But after all, I am a trader. And when the markets present opportunities, I want to be on them. And there are certainly opportunities to be had in the crypto space. So I was delighted when asked a couple of weeks back to be a lead speaker at an upcoming CryptoFest, in line with Oktoberfest, of course. And it's going to be hosted by none other than the legend Boris Schlossberg. Now, he's put together a panel of top-end traders and analysts that are going to share with you their trading knowledge and their crypto strategies, and maybe a bit of live trading as well. This, as I say, is going to be done live. Takes place on the weekend of the 30th and the 31st of October. And I'm honoured to be part of it. Make sure you put it in your diary. Now, if you want to come and join us, please register in the link below. Absolutely free to attend. Now, Boris interviewed me a couple of days ago. I'm going to share that interview with you today. Watch it, then register, and make sure you tune in at the end of the month. I, for one, can't wait. I'll see you there.
This is Boris Schlossberg, and I am really excited to be chatting with Andrew Lockwood, who is actually going to kick off my CryptoFest coming up on October 30th. Very excited to have him because Andrew is the original gangster. He really comes all the way from the floors of life. He started out trading as a floor trader on the London Futures Exchange. And I'd love to hear a little bit from him about sort of his experiences there and how that carried over to his skill set as now a professional trader on the screens. Hi, Andrew. Good to see you.
Hi, Boris. Great to see you. And thanks for having me on your CryptoFest. I am super excited to be involved in that. It takes me back to my days on the trading floor. Yeah. Back in the day, you had the pressure on. Now we're going to have the pressure on the CryptoFest. I'm really looking forward to it as well. So, yeah, I mean, as you alluded to there, Boris, I started the trading career, I don't know, 35 years ago in the trading pits on the City of London. You see their jackets behind.
I see a trading jacket back there when it was all paper tickets and screaming and shouting, right?
It was paper tickets. This is how we logged our trades on these cards, and we threw them back into the booth, and the admin girls or guys would all be logging them into the system. So very, very different than it is today. But well,
did you ever get any shouting matches with anybody on the floor and screaming matches, or was it much more civil there?
Civil? I'm sorry, Boris. You've got completely the wrong idea of the trading floor. It was anything but civil. I mean, you imagine it, Boris. We were standing in the trading pits. You either worked for a bank or a broker, or you worked for yourself. I did all three. You know, and ultimately, you are trying to take the money off the person standing beside you. Well, basically, I have a little roadmap that I sort of highlight to people. The first part of the roadmap is be realistic. No point getting on the map if you're not realistic. Second thing is you've got to have a strategy. Okay, you've got to have a strategy, a defined set of trading rules, because the whole trading business is emotional. You know, it's the psychology is the biggest thing. A trading set of rules keeps you grounded. Okay, but as we know, psychology is the main thing. You have to have complete faith in your trading, your trading rules. Now, you can buy strategies off the internet. You can develop your own. You can use one of yours, Boris. You can use one of mine. But traders have to make it their own. They have to be. They can't blame anyone else. Andrew's strategy didn't work, or Boris's strategy didn't work. They've got to make it their own. And the only way that people can do this is putting in the work. Yeah. I don't know what the numbers are about the failures in this business, 90% of people failing or whatever it is. It's because they don't put in the work. You've got to know the strategy inside out. And the only way that you do that is by extensive back testing for me.
Okay.
So that not only do you know, is it a profitable strategy, but you know how the strategy performs over time. Right. You know what the metrics are. I won't go into those now to bore the audience, but there's certain metrics that you can do to gauge the strategy. Right. You need to know everything about it, how it performs in good times and bad times. So when those bad times happen, right, as it does to all of us, you're not going to get thrown off the the journey and start looking for something else, another strategy. I call it the cycle of doom, where people are just always looking over the fence to something else. So you've got to make sure that you know the strategy, right, how it performs. Of course, profit factor and average win and all that is very important. And once you've done that, I generally believe that people should be demo trading first. Now, a lot of educators will say, no, you should go on because it's real money and through the emotions and all that. I believe the demo trading is part of the process. Realistic expectations, strategy, back testing, demo trading. If you're confident there, then switch on the money with a low leveraged account to start with, because no point, going in with high leverage unless you've ticked all those parts of that roadmap. Right. Then and only then should you be considering switching on. Right. So in terms of time, everyone's different. What's it take to do a university degree these days? I don't know, 3 years.
3 to 4 years in America.
3 years. I think anyone that comes in here that wants to do this within 2 or 3 months is maybe going to struggle. I think depending on how much work you want to put into it, I think a year is reasonable.
Well, I liked what you were saying earlier, that sort of like it's 6 months to just find something that suits your personality and a strategy. Then maybe another 6 months to kind of back test to get very comfortable with it. Then perhaps 3 to 6 months to demo trade it. And I was one of those sort of trainers who used to poo-poo demo trading until I started to do this very actively on my own strategies, after years of trading live. And what I found is that it is amazingly valuable because trading ultimately is all about timing, and demo trading really helps you fine-tune your timing, which is an incredibly valuable skill that a lot of people completely forget. It's not just a strategy, it's how well you practice that strategy. Demo trading helps you practice it over and over and over again until your timing is impeccable, because that's 90% of, as you and I know, of success of a strategy very often is just execution.
Absolutely.
And then, and then after that, as you said, trading on a low levered account. So overall, your roadmap was very intelligent, because it really said, look, realistically, it's a 1 to 3 year journey.
Doesn't matter what age you are, whether you're just coming out of college, or whether you're looking to supplement your income and move into retirement. No matter where you are on that sort of career journey, I assume people want to be here in 2 years' time doing this, 5 years' time, 10 years' time. If they are doing it in 10 years' time, they've got a great lifestyle. But why rush it at the beginning? Have the right plan going forward. So if it takes you 18 months, 2 years, well, hopefully you'll be doing it in 20 years. I'm really pleased you mentioned that strategy. It's a great strategy for those that basically are completely oblivious to a strategy. In terms of the floor, I suppose you could equate it to the fact that, and I was certainly when I was an independent trader trading my own account, got a lot of money for a lot of people, but it's still quite small in the trading pit.
Yes.
When everyone's shouting buy and buy and buy them, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, I'm not going to be saying sold. Okay, so I'm going with what the big boys are.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that interview. Now, don't forget, if you want to come and watch myself and others trade the crypto markets live, make sure you register now for the CryptoFest at the end of the month. The link is in the description tab below. Don't forget, you can subscribe to the channel here at forexsignals.com, and don't forget you hit that bell notification. It will notify you the moment the next video has been released. You can follow us on all the socials, as you well know, and you can also come and join us each and every day at forexsignals.com, where we are streaming live around the clock. Take out a 7-day free trial if that's what you want to do. If that's not what you want to do, that is not a problem. I'll see you next week here on the channel, but I'll also hope to see you at the CryptoFest at the end of the month.